I choose the wrong one. I did. So this one instead. Oh, and it froze my camera again. Yeah, I'm fine with it.
Oh, and the screen. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
I look like I'm very quickly trying to hide the porn on my computer. You know? Like, oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
Oh, welcome back, Scott.
Oh, cool.
Holy moly! Do you see how fast that ice cream went down from the freeze frame to now?
The whole top is gone. Everything above the cone. Get help, Scott. You need it.
Jesus, enjoy it for a minute, man. Wow.
Why? Why? I can go upstairs to get more.
Who's Kirbying it? He's just sucking it.
Just the tip, though, right? So.
Of course, only the tip.
Back to game. So
Am
you
I-
guys returned to Densho. Jake, back at who? By the way, who's your roles next? Okay,
I'm prepped. I have everything mapped out.
Jake, you're going back to Densho. Obviously, you wanted to do the dancing thing. What's her name? But was there anything else you cared to take care of there?
No.
Hmm?
He's worried that
I might
he's
tell
forgetting
Aurorum that, you know, might be assassins looking for him, but it's nothing new.
Okay, so here's the question: do you want to decide what casually? Oh, by the way, Akram, assassins might be trying to kill you, but otherwise, this meeting is adjourned for today. I'll see you guys at the face eating dinner. I've got my eyes on that platter. Jake, so you what was I saying? You do you want to design the Densho dance, or should we have somebody like, say, you know, Silencio or Ano or V-Sword design it for you?
Well, I haven't decided what Densho represents yet, so we'll have to take your pause on that one.
The fortune favor. I think it decided it for you.
Did it? Did it? Is that how it works?
Well,
Maybe.
I did put it to Sel, and he did make a decision, so I don't know.
I mean, he made a decision that the dance is really good. The fortune's
Right.
favor was for how well received the dance would be.
You're not wrong.
Correct?
Hmm.
That's exactly what I said. The dance is super well received.
I mean, let's be honest. We don't contribute anything else, so it's probably going to be a dance.
That brewery was just put in there. That's not like it's an old brewery, and he has like a long-standing.
That brewery has been there since Densho was made. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I've not just put it in there.
Wait, has it actually?
Yeah.
Oh,
Ever
so
since
he
the
would
beginning.
have like a year or so of brewery built with like from. I mean, I don't know how long it takes for like your yeast.
I don't
to get,
know.
like,
For
a
the
very
lulz, it
specific
might just
flavor.
end up being a dance. Let's be honest.
It depends on what you're brewing. So if it's a lower alcohol content, it's pretty quick. If it's a higher alcohol content, it takes longer. So, but then there's a
I don't
million
know.
other factors.
Like I was saying before, but I mean, if that's what we're contributing, everyone's dancing then.
Nick.
So, Kingdom rules.
Yeah, let's move on to that.
Hold on. If it is dancing, whatever dance we come up with, should there be a recording of each of you guys dancing?
I can
Nope.
do so if needed. I'll do so for like a benefit in game.
I totally would do so too. I don't give a shit.
Listen, I want some beneficial benefits. Okay.
This is a smaller audience than I've danced in front of before, so I don't mind.
All right. Well, Scott and Cell dance away.
Wasn't there once a Moana dance video of Scott?
Yeah, but
believe
it actually got broken, so it never got released properly.
That's a shame.
Yep. It was me lip syncing and dancing to the Moana "You're Welcome" song, but it broke, so it never properly uploaded. And instead, I invented another tier on Patreon to make up for it. And I don't remember what that was. That was years ago. That was like literally years ago. Either way. So you want to just jump to Kingdom rules then? so that we can finish up some more in-person RP afterwards. All right, so you want to do your first of Kingdom rolls?
I'm always first with Kingdom rolls.
Do you think there's going to be time for in-person RP afterwards?
Or maybe not tonight, but I mean, so we can keep going with that with the story. So, big thing, if you choose to do your Kingdom rolls now, that means you're preparing for the month afterwards. You going bye.
Well, I mean, there's no point to like wait on it, right? It's gonna happen anyway.
That is true. Oh, good point, Joey. Hype train. Who's getting the hype train commander? We gotta put a vote in chat. So I'll do that I'll do that in a minute. We gotta take care of sell stuff first.
It'd also be nice to get episode 21, us heading north.
Well, I'm like we were talking about before. I don't know what your plans were, Scott, but are we going to end the season just before we go to the thing and start a new season?
Oh, kind of, yeah.
Or like stop the season and we're heading up there, right? There's like the trek there is like the beginning of the season, something like that, I imagine.
Kind
well,
of.
I mean, we could just,
There's a reason why Jake's asking for if the season ends. There's a specific reason. Yeah, exactly.
Which
exactly.
I would
Also,
like
to stop it on, session 20 is the last episode of the season is,
I don't even know what a season is here.
Oh, so Nick, when you watch TV shows, they usually try to compartmentalize the TV series into multiple seasons that air, annually, and then within each season there's a certain number of episodes. So that number can be fluid depending on the show or even which season of the show. A fairly typical number for seasons in the United States for a long time was 21 to 23 episodes, but lately it's been 10. Because
I thought it was like down to 6 now.
That's Netflix. Netflix is like 6 or 8, yeah, or like Disney Plus, yeah.
It depends on like the production quality of the show too. The higher production quality, the less episodes. Because
I don't know, that last season of Game of Thrones was trash and it was really fucking short.
Yeah, but that's because like the writers just didn't give a fuck anymore.
Yeah.
That's because they didn't have anything anymore and they didn't want to write the dude's book for him. But I understand television seasons. I meant in context to the show. Thank you very much.
Same context.
They're just labels we put on it to.
Okay, is there a break period? Is that just a saying so we can squeeze a level up out of Scott? These are the details.
That's a really good, yeah.
Well, level up out of Scott. That's not. Typically, it means like the end of something, and then the beginning of like a new part of the campaign. Is what Kingmaker was.
Season 1 is the slavery joke. Season 2 is just the tip joke. I get it. Okay.
Well, we're just the tip of season 2, so we haven't worked our way down.
We're at the tip of season 1, transferring to season 2. Okay.
And,
boy.
Being of the mining clan, you guys know a lot about shafts, don't you?
The very sturdy shafts, well built, well maintained.
I heard they were mostly just deep and wide. And since they're hot, they're kind of dry, huh? Oof.
So, I'm gonna roll my stability check now for my upkeep phase.
Let's switch over to your kingdom up over here. 1 second. All right, here's your kingdom. So you're currently sitting at 1 unrest, which is just enough unrest to ruin your fun. So why don't we go ahead and have you roll? Oh, actually, 1 more second. Bring you over here.
I'm ready to go.
And 3, 2, 1, you can roll.
Oh, well, I wasn't ready yet.
Wow.
I passed with flying colors. I have no unrests.
That's good news. That means maybe eventually you can actually go ahead and make money off of it. Awesome. After unrest, immediately the next thing you're going to do is pay consumption. For you, your consumption is a whopping -1.
So nothing happens.
And that's with 1 resting army.
Yes.
Of course, you're going to be forming an army, aren't you? So that's going to cost money.
Well, not forming, I am upgrading, which is a bit different, but I'm increasing the size to 100.
Do you have any empty magic item slots?
I think I have 2.
You definitely are empty a potion slot.
How much does a temple give?
It's a really good question. Give for the moment, please. Let's see, buildings, and lastly, you gotta click the temple button Temple. Oh, there's tavern, but it's fine. Temple's here.
Two minor magic items.
Yeah, I see that right now. Thanks for fucking answering your own question, douche. So
I was doing it wrong before. I was looking at the wrong thing.
It just says minor items. It could be anything. Yeah.
Yeah. Wait. I assume minor magical items, right? A potion, scroll, or wonders.
My apologies. But it doesn't have to be specifically a scroll or a wondrous or a potion. It could be anything.
Yeah,
right.
To roll for that.
Yep, of course we're going to do. Give me 1 second. Choose somebody in chat to roll that first D100 for me, please.
Viking. I trust the true blue. Roll me something cool, but it can't be that. You should
save that person for the event time.
Well, I mean, listen. I only have 500 base value. I can't get anything too cool.
33 is going to be a potion. Haha. All right, Viking, go ahead and roll another D100, please.
A potion of vanish would be nice.
That's a weird spell because vanish is a swift action spell. You'd want just invisibility.
I don't think I can. Oh, I can.
And an 84 is lesser restoration. That's not a bad potion to have, buddy.
That's a good potion to have.
Yeah, that's a fucking second level spell. That's a powerful second level spell. It's a good thing to have. Absolutely. All right, let's keep going. After that, sir, is going to be modify and rest. You don't need to. Moving on. Assign leadership. Is there any assigning of leadership that needs to happen? I don't think so. You don't have Lenny this month, do you? Oh, he's already factored. It's already factored.
I've already factored everything in.
All right, cool. But it's not a vacant slot either because he's able to do his job. What's up?
I wonder, would it be worth moving someone into the heir position so they can fulfill for Warlord for a month? I just thought of that.
Are you making somebody your heir? Does that make sense?
Well, like, it would be the temporary heir, right? In preparations for the plan.
I don't know if that would... a temporary heir doesn't really work, does it?
It's just the title. Yeah, it could be like a regent.
I mean...
It could be just called a regent. Fine. You don't want me to game the system. I see it. I won't do it for you, Scott.
It's Shadow. And then it's Densho. Then it's Kuchibushi. I think it is Kuchibashi. And this is for Hype Train Commander. A level 5 Hype Train equals what? A level 3 Commander, I think, right? Is that how it works?
Yes. It's level 3.
Hype Commander level 3. Starting the poll now, so you guys can decide that stuff. Thank you, chat. Sorry, Green, but hopefully it doesn't stutter on the VOD for you. Let me know that when you check this out. Back to you, Sal.
Is our armor really going to go up by 4? Our armor is going to go up by 4 when we leave. That's annoying. But it's whatever.
All right, ready?
Yeah. What do I do next?
Okay, so claim or abandon hexes.
I will stop. I won't do anything this month.
You're not going to claim a hex. You're going to be conservative.
Yeah, I'm going to save a little bit of extra BP.
Smart, because you're the biggest kingdom so far, so gives them a moment to try to catch up, which they won't. Next is going to be builds terrain improvements. Any terrain improvements you need to build?
No, but this is when...
Wait, you're not going to start any more like mines or anything like that to start, because your consumption's already negative. You're not going to start trying to increase your BP?
I'm gonna...
See, Viking agrees. They probably started typing that before they heard me say it.
I only have one spot I could put anything, which would be here.
Yep, that's the way they literally just said that. Yep.
I'm gonna be using a lot of money to upgrade the army this turn, and I want to save extra BP for next month. So I'm not gonna build a mine this month.
So no?
Not this month, no.
Okay, after that is going to be improvement edicts. So this is buildings.
My volcano hex is done though. This is the 4th month.
Ooh, let me go back to where we were. That's exciting. So that means that it finishes becoming prepared, right?
Yeah, so as soon as it blows up, I can put my city on it.
That's exciting news.
Assuming you don't say, oh, well, you have to re-prepare it now because the volcano exploded.
What? I would totally never do anything like that. Jake, would I do something like that? Answer wisely.
No. Never.
Thank you, Jake. I see what you're doing over there.
So that happens. Woo.
And now you can actually properly see the side of your
enemy,
and they can properly see you. All right, cool. So that's finishes converting. You pay the BP for that, of course.
I think actually during the improvement phase is when I upgrade my army.
You'll do that in a second. Buildings? Any buildings you're working on? Or starting?
Yeah, I'm gonna start a building.
I'm
starting a. Which one was it?
Wow, Densho won by 89%. Kudos, Jake. You got yourself a good commander.
I am starting a granary.
Where are you putting it, baby?
I'm putting the granary. Finitaru. I'm putting the granary across from the barracks, I think, right here.
Okay, type it in. And how long does it take for how long?
It's 4 BP, I think, for 2 months, but I'm gonna double check it right now. Granary, G. It's 5 BP for 2 months.
Okay, so you're spending 5 BP right now, and you're gonna spend.
Yeah.
So we'll have you subtract that in a second.
Yeah.
Who's next with Kingdom Rolls, by the way? Is it Nick?
I spelled granary.
You should also start really planning yours out right now.
And then 35, 31. So then I'm building army. So I plan on upgrading my army from 50 troops to 100 troops, which would be that'd be 7 ACR, so it'd be 14 BP, I think, up front.
So say that one more time. From what?
So I'm upgrading from 50 to 100 troops.
That increases your ACR by 2.
Do I just have to pay the cost difference? I thought the book said that just you have to pay the cost.
You pay the cost difference. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I have to pay 4 BP, which changes what I thought, but that's fine.
But that also, those troops are recruits. They're not fully trained soldiers.
They have to be
so
trained,
realistically, you have 50 recruits and 50 soldiers because we let you have an army to start off. So in theory, you're not really upgrading your army to 100. You have an army of 100 and you have 50 recruits. Is realistically what it is.
But for purposes of buying them equipment, I can buy it as if it's one army?
Correct, yes.
Okay.
And because more or less what you're doing is you're treating those recruits as reinforcements for your army of 50. So you effectively have an army of 50 with 50 reinforcements to that army. So you can treat them like they're all the same for the sake of stuff like that, because they're going to be filling the blanks as needed. God forbid people died, right? But then once they're done being fully trained, then they can become that true proper sized army.
Okay, so that's another 4 BP for that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna give my troops shields, which is another 1 BP.
To properly gather that army, don't you also have to make a loyalty check?
A loyalty check minus the ACR. So
yeah, it's loyalty check. DC equals control DC minus ACR. Correct. And your actual that should be easy for you because your people are your new ACR is what?
My new ACR. Do I have to do against the new ACR?
Yeah, because that makes the most sense for how it is. We're combining things for simplicity.
Okay, so it'd be the new ACR 7, so it'd be minus 7.
And you're rolling a 37, so you're rolling with a minus 7, a plus 30 against a 37. As is a pretty solid numbers for winning.
Yeah,
it's very much in favor.
Do you have to roll the whole minus ACR even though you're recruiting only half?
That's what we're saying, because we're combining other things for his benefit. Then we're allowing that one penalty for it, right? So like in the future, Jake, if you were doing the same idea of doubling.
Well, that's good that roll didn't work because it didn't have the recruitment edict doesn't have a auto. No, the recruitment edict doesn't have a minuser in there. It doesn't. So I had to manually change my clan. So I had to reroll.
Huh?
So there's nowhere to subtract during the recruitment edict roll.
Oh, we can update that right now. Give me 1 second.
Yeah. So
that's a really good call out. Why don't I fix that little thing right now? Is there actually a recruit one that's in there? Yep, it's called Recruitment Edict. And I want to copy from taxes. I had something in here, question mark of luck. Copy, cancel. And then over here, loyalty equals 1d20 plus. And then we do this. What we call this ACR.
I have to roll 7 to succeed, basically.
Okay, save. Now you go ahead and you can do it with your minus 7.
Okay. 7. -7 or +7?
-7.
Okay.
Because I'm not doing a reverse in there.
And I just succeed.
That's awesome. That's all you need.
Fantastic.
Yeah, that's all you
Yeah.
needed. Kudos. So you get your group. Keep going. So you spent your 4. Go ahead.
So what? So 1 BP for shields.
Mhm.
Then 8 BP for heavy armor.
Dude, heavy armor slows down your armor. You move slower.
Medium armor does it too. It's only -1 movement.
I
If
bet
I'm-
heavy armor did something else too. Am I
Nope,
wrong? Am I
they're both-
crazy?
They're both just -1 movement.
There was no
Heavy-
additional aspect for between heavy and medium armor?
No, the difference is 4 BP times size, right? So that difference is pretty big later. If you have like a 200, that's like twice the cost. Would be 16 BP.
Okay.
I originally thought I was spending 14 BP to make the army, so I'm spending the 8 now for the heavy armor.
No, that's awesome. And guys, just so you guys, chat, sorry, the other two of you, just so you're aware, remember that your army's DV and OM get modified by your commander's leadership bonus. So like, if you happen to have an army with like a weaker commander, one of the ways to compensate for that is by buying this kind of equipment, because it makes up for these like superior weapons and heavy armor, expensive as they are. Which heavy armor costs how much?
8 BP
But magic armor,
is 16 BP.
but it adds on to your heavy armor, and it's 16 BP
Yeah.
per. Because you
Yeah.
could actually buy
Can't
magic.
get magic armor,
What?
right?
What?
We can't actually get magic armor.
Not for this campaign yet. Not for a long time. And I
That's
don't
like a
even. I don't
magic
even.
shop.
Yeah, exactly. That happens way later on. But go ahead, continue, Zell.
And I'm spending 4 BP on superior weapons.
Whoa, dude, that's a +2 chance. No, it's a +1 chance. No, it's a +2 chance to hit.
+1 for range, +1 for melee.
Oh, it's +1 across. That's what it is. Yeah, yeah.
And
It's magic, it's +2, that's
do I have to? I have to spend, I guess, another BP to get the extra 50 bows for the range weapons.
That makes sense if it's required. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, I feel I can't do
And
half of
only bows increase consumption, right?
bows
bows
and siege
increase-
The
weapons.
weapons or armor.
Increased consumption. So bows increase consumption only when the army is active, and mounts also double consumption. So when active or reserve, it's a much smaller. So like if your consumption is usually a 4, a mount makes it 8, but if your reserve consumption's 1, it just makes it a 2. So it's not that bad.
So to just run through basically what happened, guys, so everyone knows, right? I'm gonna have an army of 100 people. They're gonna be in heavy armor with superior weapons, bows, and shields, meaning they're gonna have a total of a +3 to the DV from the shields and heavy armor, and +1 to melee and range because of the superior weapons.
Yep, because I have superior bows and whatnot as well. That's sexy, dude. That is so sexy. Kudos. Like that's really cool. You get that tricked out group. Awesome.
That's why I didn't spend BP on anything else except the granary.
So you didn't update your treasury yet, because you still have way too much money in there.
I was doing it on a calculator to make sure all my math was added up.
Yep, you're good.
So I'm at 9.
I mean, that's smart to not, so you still have to spend money on your army to finish training them, right?
Yeah.
Which you're going to have to do next kingdom roll. So leave a note for yourself. Need to train 50 soldiers. You know what I mean?
Which is another 4 BP to train them because it's
And if you succeed the leadership check, you're done. You just get it.
Yeah.
If you fail, you have to do it again. If you fail by a bunch, it's worse.
Put that in expenses and I don't have to worry about it. Well, I'll write it down, but put it in expenses.
Yep. All right, cool. Let's keep going. So, and the future sheet, as you saw, has like a military area. But anyways, keep going. So after you're done with the military stuff, and by the way, chat, everybody, this is the most we've ever seen somebody really invest into their army in one sitting. That was awesome. And it was done quickly. All right, issue edicts. This is where you're going to be able to change any laws, do a diplomacy edict, so on and so forth. Anything here you're going to try to do, or are you good?
I'm good. Nothing's changing.
Okay. The only thing I would suggest is if you wanted to go ahead and reach out to the that gold clan beforehand with a diplomacy edict.
Oh, yes. I need to do the espionage, right? Was it espionage or diplomacy edict, don't I? That's what I wanted to do. Thank you
who?
for reminding me. The gold, a diplomacy edict with that gold clan. That's what I wanted to do.
So that's where I thought you were as well. I thought you wanted to kind of send somebody up there to go and meet with them.
Yes.
Awesome.
Thank you for reminding me.
No problem.
With everything else I had planned, that one slipped my mind.
Cool. So, can you choose somebody in chat for me, Sel?
Xylamos.
Selamos, can you please name that clan for me?
So DC, so it's 1d4 BP.
I'm pulling it up right now. Hey, guys, if you want to pull up, because this is going to be important for yourselves in the future. If you want to, I'll toss you the link right now for Diplomacy Edicts. I'm sending it to you inside Zoom chat. Or better yet, in case the chat wants to see it too, I'm going to drop it inside Zoom's, in Twitch's text. All right, so go ahead. Your Diplomacy Edict, never mind the DC. What you're spending to do this is for your... Go ahead.
It's a D4.
It's a D4 plus whatever you might include in bribes, right? So the DC, I'm actually, one of the things I'm going to try to put on the updated the character sheet, if it doesn't take me too long to finish doing all the other shit that I'm working on, like the military stuff, I'm going to have basic diplomacy, like maths out stuff too, to make things easier in the future. But back to you. So DC 10 plus your kingdom's infamy is zero. Plus your target, plus your and their special size modifier. Your special size modifier is divided by 5. So it's actually, so it's 3. But you round up for it, I think, don't you? No, you round down.
Would be that you always round down. Yeah. I mean, if I'm at like maybe if I was like 18, you would round up, right? Round to whatever's closest. But I'm at 16.
You are correct. It's round down. So round down. Hold on. Plus their size modifier is 1. So 3 and 1, that's a 4. So it's currently a DC of 14. All right, relationship modifier. You guys are indifferent to one another. You're not hostile, not friendly. Indifference means plus 10 to the DC. Say to DC of
possible.
DC 24 plus target kingdom's attitude. Oh, sorry. Not relationship modifier. Relationship modifier was 0.
What's our alignment difference?
So hold on 1 second. So relationship modifier was 0. Alignment difference. What's your alignment?
Chaotic neutral, which it should probably be chaotic good, realistically speaking, but
realistically speaking should be chaotic good.
I made chaotic neutral before the character is fully fleshed, so
you can change that to chaotic. It will change your kingdom stats though.
Yeah, that's why I was gonna leave it for now. Maybe the kingdom.
You're chaotic good, but yeah. Your clan's probably chaotic neutral. Clan Varrock. Actually, no, hold on. All right, so I would say that they are, because it's funny, I'm bouncing between 2.
Did you want to just roll a dice?
No.
Okay.
I try to decide. I try to remember what I wanted to set it as.
It's by alignment axis. So if like they're neutral,
I know.
I was making sure.
Give me 1 moment. I'm trying to decide between which of the two it is based off of where they're located. Give me a second.
Let's hope they're just chaotic.
And the one that Jake just handled was chaotic.
I figured. If he's lawful, this is like really bad for him because it's a plus.
Okay,
15.
I know what it is. So let me look at your kingdom. So if your kingdom's chaotic neutral, it's going to be a plus 5. So your 24 we said becomes a 29, and then it's because that includes attitude is where you get the plus 10, right? Yeah. So 29, and then minus your kingdom's fame becomes a 27. So the DC is 27 against whatever BP. Now, obviously, you're not sending Aaliyah right away because doing a diplomacy thing takes so many weeks, right? How long is a diplomacy edict? Does it say?
Let's see. I imagine it's something that your advisor can do and still be in the kingdom. Otherwise, what's the point of a grand diplomat?
Well, you can also send emissaries.
Oh, okay. What would this diplomacy check be? Would it be a modifier in my kingdom? Or
no, this is the character sheet.
Yeah, so that's why an ambassador, what plus would they have? A plus 5, a plus 10? It'd be almost impossible.
It depends on who your ambassador is. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to look for a second. Yeah, I think she should be fine to go because of how close they are to you. It shouldn't be that big of a deal because we're talking her traveling 4 hexes, 48 miles. That's not that's 2 days of travel, right?
It's 2 days, yeah.
That's something crazy.
I imagine it's like a week, right? A week of time.
So it shouldn't be a big deal. Okay. So she can do it. Your grand diplomat can do it. And to be clear, what is her bonus? Where is she?
She has a plus 21, I think, to the roll or something insane like that.
Here we go. There's Aaliyah. I couldn't find her. So you're going against a 27, and her modifier is plus 21.
Do I get to roll the D4 for how much it costs before I put bribes in?
You have to, yeah. How much are you going to try to reduce the DC?
I'm gonna reduce it by 2, I think.
Okay, that makes sense. You can reduce it by 2, so it's gonna be 2d4 you're paying in BP. So it's 3d4 total you're paying in BP.
Oh, wait. Say that again?
So 1d4 for the edict,
Yeah.
plus 1d4. Oh, no, you flat. Oh, sorry, it's a flat number. You're not rolling for it. My apologies.
Yeah, just
I
2.
was thinking about trade edict, but you're not doing trade. You're doing diplomacy.
No.
My apologies. Go ahead.
I'm just doing 2. Hey, Steve, roll me a d4, please.
Welcome back, Steve.
Yeah. All right. So it'd be I am rolling a 21 against a 24.
Okay, and he rolled you a 2.
So
you're spending 4 BP.
I have 5 BP left, which is fine.
Okay. Beautiful. And that leaves you with a DC, not 27, a DC 25. And she has a 21.
So I just roll it now?
That way, even if you roll a natural 1, you have you're within range of a luck die.
Well, I crit fail. So
No, you don't. Not on skill checks.
oh, I succeed.
You just flat get a 25. You get exactly what you need.
Yeah. If I succeed, so I'm good. So I
Oh wait, yeah, you
diplomatize-
guys have fumbles. You guys asked for fumbles in this campaign,
Yeah.
didn't you? Yeah.
That's what. Although we might say kingdom checks might not
Also
apply.
apply negative 10s and all that. So,
Yeah.
but
So-
this is different. So either way,
I succeed.
okay. So she succeeds in going there. So when you went there, obviously you weren't just going over to trying to establish an embassy or anything like that, right? So you
No.
so you use diplomacy edicts to do things like establish embassy, treat as alliance, or alliance. Each is a closer relation than the previous one. You can also use it to increase their the way that they like your kingdom. So instead of trying to establish an embassy between your two kingdoms, which you might not want to do that, it could be to make them friendly towards you, so you can travel through their lands, and hopefully they provide you information in the future if they come across something. And
Yeah, I want to build good relations with them. Potentially, like maybe talk about making trade relations or whatnot. I want to also learn who the clan is. What do they do? So I just want to kind of learn of the clan.
Yep, which makes sense. Cool. So you sent her up there to go and learn about them. Now, first of all, the plan, I think, was Karok, or Karok was the thing. The problem I have with that name, which I'm going, Clan Skull. There we go. Let's just say the problem I have with Karok is that Karok is too close to Karok, right? So we're not going to do that. But Clan Skull works for me. Work for you, Sel?
Yeah, I mean, they're just in clans to my north.
Okay. So 1 second, I'm gonna make an adjustment here. Oh no, are you on this?
So are they now friendly to me?
They
Or
went
they're
from they went from indifference to friendly. So make sure you leave a note on your character sheet saying that they're friendly. Clan Skull, Clan Skall, and so I have a note here for me, and they're gonna make it so they have dynamic lighting that can be seen by everybody. Bright light of 1 mile. So you can see where they are. Clan Skull. You know where it is that they are. So they are friendly towards you. And what you're able to find out about Clan Skull is actually a clan that is all about them rocks. They're actually a clan of quarrying, right? Ooh. So they actually quarry. They actually specifically those hills that are in that region up there, and they're looking to expand to where it is that they are. Have their clan currently situated. They actually are pulling up things like granite beneath there. So when you go into their clan, their homes are actually made much more sturdy than a typical home. The way that they structure things, it actually allows for greater defense than others are able to kind of provide. And obviously we all know what granite looks like. It's fucking sexy. So you were gonna say something, Sel?
No,
Yet,
genuinely, out of character and in game, this is super cool because I've been wanting to build a quarry. Maybe I can learn quarrying stuff from them, if that's possible, right? Because we gotta build stuff out of stone too,
Or murder them and take their quarries.
Yeah, sorry, we're not that evil. Maybe I can vassalize them friendly one day.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
When I get big enough, maybe I'll be like, hey, join along. I don't want to
assassinate their leaders and replace them with your vassals.
Wow, you guys are really fucked up. That's not happening.
No, what Cell's done is he's made the clan friendly, so they're open to freedom of his religion. He's going to send the people forward to then convert all the populace, and then he's just going to peacefully take it over.
Well, I didn't realize you were Christian.
You know,
for you.
Tesla.
You know the best way to make that clan friendly towards you so you can then send your religious people in? A puppet state. That's what America does.
You know what's best? Eventually making embassy treaty alliances with them, and then eventually making them a vassal state.
Sure.
Yeah, and then steal all their natural resources. America.
God, you guys are fucked up.
Well,
Just
I
to
mean,
try to
we almost all do live in America.
You're not wrong. Listen,
Sounds like they need some freedom.
true. They're not. Are they? Do I learn of their alignment? What their people's alignment is?
Oh, yeah. My apologies. They're actually true neutral.
Okay, so
That's why you're off
they're-
by 5.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
What
Awesome.
were you? What was your thinking of the other one?
True neutral and neutral evil. But
fair.
they're not the neutral evil ones. All right, let's keep going so we can finish this up for you. After you finish that, it brings you down to, which actually prolonged most of that. So it gets us to the event phase. So for your event phase, no, it's income phase first.
Oh, true.
Are you
Yes.
withdrawing any money for yourself while you are heading out of your clan?
Oh, this is the last month I can do that, right?
And then you won't be here next month. So do you withdraw BP for yourself?
Yeah. How much gold do I have on my character sheet? I have 1651.
This is a question for the two of you guys as well. You should probably think of that as well, because you're gonna want money while you're heading up north.
I will. So can I take 2 BP as gifts, as like the kingdom value instead of like?
You don't. There's no penalties for that. If you're leaving to bring 2 BP of gifts, you don't even have to make that decision right now. You can actually make that decision next month when you leave.
I will probably take another BP for myself, I think.
So you're
Having
gonna
extra-
withdraw 1 BP for yourself. Okay, cool.
Yeah. I don't know. There's might be a lot of magical items I can buy in the north.
So withdrawing a BP for yourself, all you simply do is the unrest increases by 1 BP, by 1 per BP, and it converts that into 2,000 gold pieces for your pocket.
Oh, just no roll, nothing.
Hey Nick, thanks for subscribing through Steve.
Yeah, I'll increase my arrest by 1. That's fine. I'll lose out on 1 BP to gain gold on my character sheet for other uses.
Okay, cool. So that means you get to go up there with over 3,500, which is really good number to have on you for a bunch of reasons. So
Yeah, Jorman's number goes up to. Sorry, I'm just doing the other upkeep.
You're
Jorman. So Jorman is now a bit under halfway done with making the armor.
Oh, yay, that's good news. It'll be even better when you finally return, right? So, anyways, you're not depositing, obviously. Sell expensive items. I don't imagine you're not selling anything on your person yet, but sell. Big quick question. On your, again, this is something for you guys to probably think of as well. On your kingdom, you have that lesser restoration potion. Did you want to buy that for yourself with your own coin that you've just acquired, or did you want to gift that to somebody, or what do you want to do?
Can I think on that for later?
You technically have to make that decision at. You don't technically have to make that decision now. As a personal purchase, you can do that whenever you'd like.
Yeah,
It doesn't have to be during this phase.
I'm gonna think about it. Maybe buy it.
Okay, cool.
I'll have to think of the benefits.
You just have to decide before you leave. Cool. Collect taxes, baby. You want to roll luck first?
Yeah, I'm gonna roll luck. No one can complain about luck this session. I haven't used any. Of course, I get a 4.
Ooh, poggers, brosif.
So let me change my modifier.
And don't put. Actually, yeah,
Yeah.
do exactly what you're doing. Go ahead.
Don't put it in my econ, right?
No,
Yeah. Okay. I just need to change it for the unrest. That's all.
because your economy is only at 34 right now, sadly.
Yes, but it's fine.
So when you're ready to roll.
Tax collection. Shado.
Chat. Wish him luck.
And normal taxation. 19. So close.
Oh my god, it's so good.
So
It's so
close.
good. So you got 19 BP, which is not only is that huge, but actually Xylamos drops the BP thing. They actually chose a specific clan, but that's not how the BP thing works. The BP thing gives everybody 1 BP. It's a blanket. So
I
you
got
got
20 BP?
You got 20 BP because of the collection from the viewer. So
25 BP boys.
25 total, right? That's a good comfortable place to sit on for you not being there.
I have 9 expenses next month. It's a bit rough, but it'll give me a granary, so it can be good for the future.
Yeah, because you actually have negative consumption for now. So that is
Yeah.
a huge benefit for you. Okay. Okay, ready?
Events. Do I need to roll for my 25% chance first or no?
It's been 2 months since the spy now, then yeah. What's spy?
I don't know.
Yeah. Not sure. I think maybe he's referring to Nick's Kingdom Rolls. Back to you. Ready for your events?
Yeah. Do I roll with the 25% chance first or no?
No. That we always do that last. Quick question.
Okay.
I had you write a note last time about a stability check.
I think what you said was, I don't remember that. I think I didn't write any notes for that. I remember you saying for future events of Densho, I get +4.
No. There was a note I had you write down. I believe it was your next stability check. You have to roll with a -5, I believe.
With a certain character, I think I get a negative.
No. It's a very
you're right.
specific roll.
Yeah, a negative, yeah, stability -5 because of the broken chain or the clan.
Don't worry about why. Why don't you go ahead and just roll me a stability check with a -5? You're only
Yeah.
going to fail if you roll a natty 1.
The
You roll
stability check, stability check doesn't have any negatives to it. I can't negative it.
I can actually apply that.
Do you want me to just apply it to my score?
Do we want to apply that on there for the future? Are there often times where stability checks take penalties?
Probably not, no. I'll just change it on my sheet. It's fine.
Yeah.
So I have a...
No, I want to apply it on there just because in the future you guys might need that, and I don't want you to have to keep applying on your sheet in the future as needed. So give me 1 second. I'm going to do that for future use. Is it
only one
upkeep
extra
phase? Is
after.
that what it is?
Upkeep phase, yes.
Okay.
I hope I do remember you said this though. I forgot to write it down. think you
Where
mentioned to me.
is tax collection? I do it from here. Give me 1 second, sir. And
Good to go?
you are good to go right now.
Kiddo.
Yeah, I left it at 0 so you can use this hammer through it.
And it's a -5, you said?
Yes, sir. And so you're probably going to pass. And when
Yeah.
you pass, which you did, can you leave a note that next time you're rolling with a -10?
-10, yeah, I figured.
Yep.
Can I do anything to stop this?
No.
Do I actively know? So I don't know, like, this is happening basically in game, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Awesome. After that, could you go ahead and the next thing I'm going to have you rolling for me. This is a. I need you to go ahead and roll me a loyalty check. This loyalty check is going to be rolled normal.
Okay, Recruitment Edicts, I think it's the one that does that. Shadow, no. And I pass.
Okay. Cool. So the loyalty check actually is what it is this time. So never mind the stability check.
Okay.
There is reports that apparently the fire elemental that was attacked you that one time has been seen in the region around you. There's been reports that it has been seen about you, about your lands, and certainly has become a bit of a concern of yours. You're thinking to yourself, you hope that Lenny is able to finish up what he's able to do soon over in with Kushibashi or wherever he went. That way you can have the other come to assist you in the near future, because there's genuine concern about this growing fire elemental problem. Despite that being said, you keep thinking to yourself about the significance of this fire elemental and so on and so forth. As a matter of fact, constantly hearing about it leads you to believe that there's going to be something you can do. That this attacking you is a concern, but it's not the first time you've had to face something otherworldly. The first time that you've been able to overcome it by more than just sheer brute force. And you've showed that if you face this thing properly prepared, squared off, you have a really good chance of winning the fight. Well, at least you hope that you have a good chance of winning the fight. But maybe if you come at it from a different way, you think to yourself, it's been a long time since I went down there. Maybe I should spend some time and in meditation before I leave my home, kind of gathering my thoughts down in the mines where I was more or less sent to die before I came up here and take over again.
Yeah.
So your character is going to be able to go down to those mines, to that specific chamber where you nearly died before from all that had transpired from your the way that you had behaved when you were still just a slave to the prior clan. You want to do me a favor and go ahead and roll for me for your character. It's like a will save.
Can I use charm luck on
Of
it?
course,
Life?
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it's adding the +5 to it.
Good night, V-Sword. Sweet dreams.
21. That's such a good number.
Are you happy with your 21?
Do you guys mind if I luck it for the chance of a 25? I think this is pretty cool.
I mean, go for it. I don't think you need to, but whatever you want to do. Better to do it and then make sure you get through, I guess, if this is important to you.
Okay, 23. I don't get to 25. But yeah, this seems like an important character moment.
Obviously, fire is significant to you. Your crown is a crown of fire, and so on and so forth. But maybe there could be something of greater significance of this being, this ethereal creature that you're coming across. Much like how the crown is adorned with fire within it, maybe there's a way that you can capture this thing, this creature that's coming at you. You know from stories that you've heard before, even from speaking to Densho, that there are weapons that can be forged that are able to easily cut into these creatures, and magics that also allow you to aid you in this effort as well. You also know that there are armors that can be properly forged that are able to thwart their attacks, to keep them at bay, treat them as though they are here as opposed to wherever else it seems that ethereal creatures seem to be, right? But maybe there's something more that you can come up with. Maybe there's something, it would be great if you could almost capture this thing. Because you don't just want to kill it because it's hunting you. You genuinely feel guilty for the accidents, the literal accidents that you caused when all this happened all that time ago. Maybe if you can capture it, that way you can make amends with it in the future. Maybe instead of a weapon for stabbing it or an armor for guarding against it, maybe a fabric for capturing it. It's something that could be designed almost like literally like a trap, and that way you can communicate and really try to resolve situations. Hey, Stevie. So you start devising this plan while you're down there, concentrating inside of your hole, effectively. It's something that maybe you need to speak to Lenny about when he returns. This is something that Lenny could probably do. He is, well, after all, from the Arcane Congress, right?
Yeah, if Nick's lending me Ryan, maybe he can help with that too.
Perhaps. Not to mention, if you're talking about fabrics, who better to discuss fabrics with than the person outside of the Eldamar forests, right? The Eldamar forests have all sorts of different types of materials that you can use for spinning fabrics from. There's silks that come from all different types of creatures that happen to exist in there, as well as the various type of fibers you can get from the different types of flora that exist out there, etc., right? So it's something that maybe you should even send word to Kushibashi for, so that Lenny and Ryan can start contemplating this idea while you're away. Sound good?
Yeah, no, that sounds really cool. Being able to capture it and like actually make peace with it instead of just sending it back.
Cool. So that's another thing that Nick, you guys are gonna have to decide on. He sent Lenny to you, and you're going to be sending Ryan back. But are you going to be doing that during the month that he's in, that you guys are up in north, or do you want to wait until after the return?
Ooh, that's a good question. I mean, if you can hold off for an extra month so I'm not completely fucked on the next kingdom roll, that'd be great.
Yeah, I mean, assuming you can't do it this kingdom roll, that's fine. We can wait till afterwards. I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good point, because he has the kingdom roll before he leaves. I just don't know if he wants to keep him there for anything additionally he's going to need. Because like he's hurting for finances more than everybody. So losing a huge income thing. Oh, here comes another hype train, guys. This is the chance for somebody else to get a commander. Continuing.
But yeah, if like your economy can't handle like the hit for your magister being gone, that's fine.
Yeah. He's bringing me 7. So that would.
Oh, but
that
7 was, fine for me to lose. I don't know.
Well, in theory, Cell, you could leave what's his name there for an
Lenny?
additional month and have him devise it from there, but then
I
you're
can't.
hurting yourself.
Well, because then I'll
No.
take penalties from
Yeah.
because my curator Ishai can't cover for 2 months, only one.
Which makes sense. That makes sense. Nick, do you have a curator?
No.
You don't, because you just have heir and consort.
Yeah.
You went full on proper kingdom.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So, Cell, you just have to kind of decide. He'll have to come back after you guys return to lend assistance, which probably isn't a bad thing because it allows you to speak more directly with Ryan rather than just having the two boys run into their room and play, whatever it is they're playing.
Yeah,
So.
and it'll give me more in real life time to think about maybe how that would work too.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Then that's done with those two big events that were super important for you. As for other events that are happening inside the region, because you did your edict as well, I had no major ones coming your way. Give me 1 second to remember anything.
Do I have a peaceful week this week?
Give me 1 second. I'm so sorry.
Because I would prefer that to be next week. Not gonna lie.
I wasn't doing that event for you guys now. I was going to do it afterwards. I know what I was going to do. Do you want to... oh, no, because your Grand Diplomat's busy, so this would have to be your Spy Master. Who's your Spy Master again?
Aaliyah. Nope, not Aaliyah. Atelia Todd.
So, Atelia Todd, I have to look up her background. I don't remember who she is.
I don't think I've written
She's
anything,
specifically
but
from Kajimsi. It's funny, it's gender femship.
she used to be in Clan Kohai or whatever.
Yep.
Something along those lines.
Yep.
But
So,
I'll write something for it eventually.
why don't you go ahead and roll for me an Atelia roll. This is for gathering news from outside of your home.
Okay.
This is gathering news from abroad. Technically speaking, let's do this properly. I'm sorry, Sal. Technically speaking, to do this properly, you have news from abroad. Who it is that you want to have processing that news for you. It can either be one, your spy master, right? 2, your marshal. 3 would have been your what do you call your grand diplomat? Your envoy, but she's obviously occupied.
She's busy for like a week, but I guess it's too
Or
much.
4, your general, but I think he's training your troops right now.
Yeah, probably. Well, is there like a skill check for this, or is it just like how I'm getting the information from him?
They're rolling. It's how you're getting the information.
Everyone's
kind of
effective
the kind of-
diplomacy except my general.
It's not diplomacy. It's a advisor task.
Oh, it's advisor task. Okay. That's much better sounding.
It's stability, but that doesn't matter.
They're all the same for me. I think it makes more sense for Atelia than Tick-Tongue. Tick-Tongue is like survive, like right outside in the nature-y stuff. While Atelia is like other news, more like clan news is like Atelia or Atelia. Wow, inside the clan is Tick-Tongue.
Okay, this is not overly difficult. It's a challenging check for you.
Okay, 16. So it's +5.
Where the hype train settled, that looks like somebody's going to be getting themselves for level 1 commander. That'll be exciting to vote for.
I don't
I didn't
critically
even see what
succeed,
you rolled.
but it's fine.
What was your total?
20.
And the DC is
16.
I mean, if you rolled a luck die, you could probably critically succeed.
I don't. It's news.
You just need a 23, so it's a 50-50 shot. It's just the caliber, it's the degree, the amount of news that you're able to get and what kind of news it is.
I think the news can be important for all of us. What do you guys think? I don't want to just use Silver Black, but
Choose luck, dude.
the Jake smile gets me.
Jake's always smiling. He's a happy guy.
Okay, we got the extra news. Last luck I use. I promise.
All right. So, Joey egged you on. So, what you end up discovering, with the news that you're able to get, and this is actually big because the original news that you received was that there is movement happening in Paradel. There's apparently a large force that's moving inside of Paradel, handling some situation out there, right? But the big caliber of news that you're able to discover, which completely alleviates any kind concerns that you may have had prior about where they're moving or what it is that they're doing. They're actually, the big movements that you're hearing from Paradel is actually they're traveling around the mountains that are to the southeast of you. They're actually making their way up, and it seems like they're doing a huge force pushing into Delegas. What you're able to discover is obviously Delegas is where they currently are. Delegas is the region of Paradel that is not fully settled. It is like constant rebel battles. It's a war ground in other areas. Even though Paradel is like, yep, this is our land. We have put a flag here. Clearly it's ours, correct? The people there are like, fuck no, get out. And there's like a constant war. And like, oh, quiet peasants. This is our home. We'll put you in your hole. Don't worry about it. Well, apparently what they're trying to do is in an attempt to quell the people down there is they're going to present a show of force to the Dale lands themselves. By pushing hard against the Dale lands, in theory, it'll quash any thought to the people that live in the Delegas that the Dale lands might come back and save them. Because then the people that are supposed to save them are just getting destroyed behind their own lines and whatnot. So Paradel is pushing a massive force. They actually have a huge showing currently existing inside of Paradel. They've moved lots of soldiers this way a considerable amount of time ago. These soldiers would be supplied from the Delegas itself, as well as Ledano, as well as Paranhia, and so on and so forth. Almost nobody from Rost, though, because of how tiny it is. But anyways, that's what you're able to discover is happening. The good news with that is that if they're doing a huge show of force that way, that means they're not going to be bringing much attention this way. The good/bad news with that, and this is to your own interpretation, they receive a lot of their trade from Clan Theron.
Yeah.
So...
But I did set up some sort of sabotagey stuff with that.
What sabotage did you set up?
I talked to the commander that Naito saved to set up some things where maybe we can be trading with the Perrin and Theron not.
Correct. So with them doing this huge surge up there, clearly they've been arming their soldiers for a while and will need to continue arming them because these are mold-made weapons, right? These aren't properly made weapons because you just need lots of weapons fast. That's just what you do. So that being said, they're going to need more weapons as time goes. You're now aware of this. That's a lot of money that can go to Clan Theron or could potentially go to your clan. The issue is, and I'm going to bring us all over to a slightly different map so we can see this a little bit better. Same map that we were using earlier. Players, if you don't mind going here, and us as well. If you're looking at Kajinxi where the mountains are, you can see that well past where you happen to be. Let me back this up a little bit. Well past where you happen to be, which is right here, right? They're going to be attacking up inside this region over here. So you need to have a trade route with them that either comes down and south of these mountains and all the way through this mountain pass here, which was featured once in a community session campaign a long time ago, and then up, right? To them, which is what we're looking at, just like a quick number here, 40 hexes, about 500 miles. Or you need to have a trade route established up this way. And more or less as they push up into the mountains here to start selling, which is less than half the distance, or even if you're kind of cutting through down here, still less than half the distance. You know what I mean? So you're going to have to establish some sort of trade route to take advantage of this. To establish that trade route is going to have to be an advisor task and a diplomacy edict next month.
Oh.
So
yeah,
keep,
we can.
keep
I'll
that
write that down.
keep that in mind because that's an opportunity for you for next month.
I'll definitely try.
So write down what that is going to be. Cool. All right, and then lastly, we have your random event. And while you're starting to plot that out, could you go? I'm going to set up a poll real quick.
Who I want to roll D100 or?
Yeah. Who is going to? First of all, what's your percentage chance?
25%.
Oh, it's super low. So what's bad? Low or high?
Let's say high's bad. Shaggy dog. Yeah, I don't know if I could do that because Aaliyah's not there. Oh, well, that almost hit high. You're close to giving me an event. Very close.
What was it, 73? Okay, cool. I'm gonna add a D4 onto that roll.
Can you do that?
Yeah, look, I just added a 4. So you just got that triggers an event.
Wait, is that a thing we've agreed on?
I should make that a thing for chat that you guys should be able to affect an event when you see the event roll happen, plus minus a number. We should do that.
I'm okay if it's a good event. It's not okay if it's a bad one.
All right, so no event happens. It's 75% chance during the month that you're not home. That's good.
Yeah, can I just take an event?
Nope.
I'll make it bad.
Nope. All good, buddy. I'll take it. Thank you.
Yikes.
Okay. And that's it. You're done. You're good to go. That finishes you off, right?
Quickest kingdom rolls in history, only 40 minutes.
That wasn't quickest. We've done a lot faster, and it only took that long because you were diplomacy.
True.
Okay. Who's up next? Nick?
That's me.
Nick, do you think you can bang one out in 20 minutes?
Hmm.
You ready?
Let's get started.
All right, cool. So first thing we're going to do is switch over to Nick's kingdom, and we're going to have you go ahead and roll your stability check. You're rolling, you can pretty much roll almost anything and succeed.
Let me just double check to make sure my numbers are right. Stability is 35, so I'm an idiot.
No comment.
Boom.
Wow. You almost wish that that was elsewhere. Don't forget, you can click the stability button.
What one is that? Upkeep?
Yeah.
No, I always forget.
You're fine. You don't have to click the button. It's fine enough. It works. Just waste of a high roll. Densho gets the other one too? Densho gets 2 commanders?
I don't think anyone knew there was polls because the highest vote is 2.
There's 2 votes.
All
I
right.
don't think anyone knew there was a poll going on.
That's fine. Densho, you got 2 commanders. That's useful for you. All right.
I'm still Oda commander for
I thought you'd give it to Nick, but you know.
No, I'm okay with this, but both of those commanders have to be Mortifer's children.
I mean, done.
Make it happen.
Done.
I want Jake to never get away from
Hold
the
on, hold on.
fantastic.
Jake. Mortifer's a mountain man. There's some big kids.
Are they half orc, half Goliath? Or mountain man, whatever it's called?
Mortifer does not kiss and tell. Like,
Okay. Moving on.
all right. So after that is going to be pay consumption for you, Nick. This is where it's painful, isn't it? Or is
Yes.
that next time? So what is it hitting you with this time?
Consumption is 5.
I thought you were hit with the or did you already do that last time?
With
Oh,
yeah.
you already got smashed that last time. Okay, cool. So consumption's 5. That's not a big deal. All right. This brings you after you pay your consumption of 5. Do you have any magic items that you don't currently What's this, your plan? That's right. I don't think you have any. Oh, you're missing a potion slot, I think, from your herbalist.
Yeah, I think we got rid of it last time.
Correct. So we're gonna go ahead and fill you. Ask somebody to roll D100 in chat.
Joey, go ahead. D100.
Joey, if it's a 51 or higher, just immediately roll another D100, please. If it's less than that, don't worry about it. And here we go now. Nope, disappointment. All right, after they that Nick, it's going to be oh, you made your upkeep phase. Did you reduce your unrest to or didn't
Nope,
you?
I gotta do that. I have to reduce it. Yeah, it's 54 reduces, right? So
Yep.
Back to 0.
Yep.
Now I gotta adjust my stats again.
Thank you, Joey. I appreciate that. You got an invisibility potion put into your kingdom, Jake. Oh, Nick. Actually, technically speaking, it's a potion or oil, but potion's more common. We're gonna say it is a 51 to 75 to make it an oil. Can I actually have Shaggy Dog roll me a D100, please? 51 to 75. It's an oil. Otherwise, it's a potion.
Can you just lather this potion on you and make yourself invisible?
You put it on objects, so it's a
Oh.
potion. But this
That's
isn't
good.
on him. It goes into his kingdom. So I'm gonna add that right now in Shinran. So potion of invisibility. Okay. And Shinratar doesn't have any potions in it. It doesn't. Okay.
No.
All right. After that, Nick. Next step is going to be, since the upkeep is done, since you don't have any more unrest, which is good news, we're going to go to the edict phase. Are you assigning any leaders anywhere?
No.
You still don't have a royal enforcer because you lost Hoko, huh?
Yep.
Man, it's too bad that they took those hype trains from you. But you want to find yourself a royal enforcer. Do you want to just take Mortifer? Do you think he'd fit better with your people?
No. But that's a good question. Could the Thunderhammer guy, Barbados, fill a slot while he's here?
Kind of no, he can't. And that's because he's not going to be able to stay for that long. Well, hold on. How long did he say he's staying for?
At least a year, right?
He's got at least really like 2 years.
No. He's got like a year or so like that he's going to stick around for. So,
Yeah, he dies in 2.
it's up to you. Would you want to hire this guy to be a royal enforcer as well as what else was he doing for you?
I think he's a commander.
He was just an army commander.
Oh, royal enforcers can lead armies. That's an option. It's just, God forbid they lose. There's a bigger prize for your enemy. So,
Fuck it. I'd rather find a permanent replacement.
yeah, because it's something that you're going to be dealing with on the temporary. It buys you a year, though, Nick. It's up to you, man.
A year's a long time, and you can find a really good temporary or permanent if you just give it some more time.
No, that's not Naran style anyway. So
Yeah,
I'm not
I
gonna,
agree with you. All right,
That's
cool. All right, cool. Awesome. So you're gonna finish making them that way. Awesome. So after that is going to be, you're not assigning any leaders. Are you gonna claim any hexes this round?
I have to, yes.
Oh, that's right. Which one are you claiming? Is it the other purple hexed one? Because it has to be adjacent.
Yeah, it's that one.
Yep, which makes sense because we're legally allowed to do that in accordance to whoever thought that they had the right to tell you what you can and can't do. All right, so you're going to immediately grab this hex, copy, and paste, and immediately grab a sawmill onto it. So
Yes.
claiming the hex first costs you 1 BP, so you're going to do that.
Yep, so 13.
And
I
I imagine you're not
increase my-
claiming any others, right?
I have to increase my size, right? So 14.
And then, well, you don't. No. Hold on. Don't tell me you changed your size.
I did.
Fix that. Back away and press Control V. Control Z. All right.
Boom.
Click off of it. Thank you. Oh shit! It's broken again. So this is supposed to be 1 second. Equals sum and then open parentheses of this down here. And that way it says size 11 for you. Why does it say your size is 11? Let's see your kingdom. You're supposed to have 3 hills plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it was a 13. So 3 hills and 10 plains. I'm confirming that right now. 1 second. Actually,
It's
that's not
4
even
hills.
true. Hold on.
He has
1,
4
2,
hills.
3, 4, 5 hills, I think. Because this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hills is actually accurate. So now that we know that, and then so go back over to Nick. So hills is 5. And then forests. Prior to this round you're doing right now, you had 1 forest. So back to Nick, forest, or jungle technically. We call it over here, jungle. Forest is on the inside, jungle's on the outside. And then you also have, because your waterway area is considered plains. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 plains. I think you've been rolling with way too low of a DC. Your kingdom size was actually a 15 this whole time. You've been cheating with a low DC, Nick. So either way, that's what it was. Okay? I'm confirming that one last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yep. Cool. So now that you're claiming that forest, that makes forests, which you just changed down here, or jungle, I should say, becomes, I'm just curious what's something. Huh, cool. Jungle becomes 2. Okay. So increases your control DC. And then you need to build your
Sawmill.
which is terrain improvements. Sawmills cost right here, typically speaking, 3 BP. So you're spending 3 BP.
Yeah.
And it puts the sawmill on there. And then over in the kingdom sheet, you put 1 sawmill down here. Oh, you still don't have the updated sheets. So you're still kind of doing your money wrong, but that's fine. For now, we'll fix it next time.
I'm going to take another 5 for my stockyard. So.
Okay. What's that bring you down to?
5.
Okay. And did you already update your stockyard so it's only 1 month left?
Correct.
Okay, so did you update it or did you not update it yet?
I have it on my plan. So.
Oh, gotcha. Over on this side, this is just my little visual for me. So 1 month left. So next month, it'll be updated for you at this phase. So it'll affect not your early rolls, but your later rolls. Cool.
Gotcha.
All right, and that's good because that's gonna next month is the last month where your consumption sucks, and after that, it's fucking amazing. All right, you only have 5 BP at this point. Do you have any other buildings that were currently being constructed, or any others that you're starting?
Nope.
Let's check out the shadow tower. Okay. Did you want to do any other terrain improvements, like add another farm around? Where's your stockyard going?
The stockyard is going into my capital.
Okay. Did you want to build a farm on this hill right here? Or I don't think you have a farm even where your capital is, and I think you're allowed to have a farm where your capital is. You are.
How much is a farm?
I think it's 2 BP.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's build one more. Well, we can do it on. No, I want. Yeah, do it on the hill. Yeah, that's fine.
Hills are more expensive, actually.
Then yeah, we'll do it on the capital.
Is this doing it? Are you in the map layer? Is that what's going on here? Am I confused? Why is this being weird? Oh no, it's just I can't touch it. Oh, that's weird. Okay, so you do it on the capital, you said?
Yep.
Okay.
And you said that was what, 2 BP?
Yes, sir. And increases your farms from 7 to 8. And I'm going to confirm that math in a second. And your sawmills increases to 2. And then I have to double check a ruling on something for a second. So 8 farms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is correct. That is really good news. All right. Now we're checking this other ruling we had before, which was under the event phase. So we're going to go to events. And what was it called? Expansion, or what's it called? Land Rush.
Jesus.
Land
Rush. Yeah.
If you construct an identical improvement in an adjacent hex during your next edict phase, remove the changes to productivity, society, and stability. But does that mean they also join your kingdom? Oh, you have to make a loyalty check to make them join your kingdom.
Yeah, that's the implication.
Yep. So you're going to do a loyalty check, and you're going to remove the penalties to productivity, society, and stability, which, if I remember correctly, we never actually did the productivity or society penalties to you because it didn't matter yet. It was the stability one that we did. So we're actually going to remove that here, allowing your stability to go back up a little, which is good news. Wait, did that work? Okay, it did, yeah. Okay. So Nick, you're going to do a loyalty check. Ooh, this is a rough one for you. To make them auto join you. Do you have any Winifred's Wisdom, anything like that sitting around?
I don't think so.
Actually, 25 minutes ago, for Nick again.
Oh,
From Steve again.
Steve loves you, Nick.
It's just a beautiful soul. All right. So we're gonna go into loyalty. Kuchibashi.
So you have that modifier. Wait, what happened?
I hit the loyalty thing, but I don't think it came in.
Oh yeah, because I think what we've been using is the Recruitment Edict is what we've been doing for that. Sal, did I put a modifier inside there or no?
Yeah, she did because I needed it. It says ACR.
Oh, that's funny.
there.
Yeah, that's right. So the Recruitment Edict, you're gonna put a 5 under ACR, which is again hilarious that We're technically rolling the wrong one, but it works for now.
All right.
So he's rolling a 28 against a 38. Yeesh. Oh! Oh my god, that's amazing! No, unfortunately, it's just... I really wish you rolled that for economy, Nick. I won't lie. I really wish you rolled that for economy.
Listen, I mean, there's no miracles in this world. Okay, but
For kingdom rolls, that technically only gives you a plus 10. So that means you got a 58. So it doesn't actually do anything extra for you. I wish it did. But the good news is that... let me just delete this and
That's
copy
all right.
and paste this over. The good news is you just got another hex and sawmill for free. So your jungle goes up to a 3, and your sawmill goes up to a 3.
sawmill.
And the good news with that is that it's going to help with the, again, your consumption and BP setup is wrong, and starting in 2 months, you're really going to have that fixed. So we're going to want that set up before your next kingdom roll, no matter what. Which we have several weeks before we have to worry about your next kingdom roll.
Well, so we want to either make sure he understands what the changes will be for this kingdom roll, or wait for it after the real bad one, right? Because the consumption will be different for him, which will be important for him to know.
It'll be before his next kingdom roll, I'll be all set. And Nick, just to understand the difference, you see how on the sheet in the bottom left-hand corner it says sawmill -3? It's actually not true. It doesn't reduce your consumption by 3. What it actually does is it increases your BP at the end when you're collecting taxes by 3. So technically speaking, your consumption right now is actually a 7, but your taxes are a +3 BP. That's how it's technically supposed to work, right? So that being said, when your whatchamacallit comes online, your farms, how many of your farms get affected? Give me 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of your farms all of a sudden start producing 1 more BP. So remember how we said your actual consumption is a 7? It actually becomes a 2, which is good.
Nice.
Yeah, because having 0 BP is more important than having negative BP. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Awesome. Also, your consumption rate here doesn't seem to include armies, but I'm pretty sure that's included inside other for you. So yeah, we just have to fix your character sheet so it's more accurate, but that's okay. Continuing on. Because we were going faster with you, then we got hiccuped at this point. There's a lot of improvements. Your buildings, everything's all done. Everything's where it should be. Create army units. So are you making a new army for your 5, or are you just bringing your own personal guard?
I'll bring my own personal guard.
Now, how many people are actually in your personal guard because of like your level and all that shit?
Quite a bit.
Do we have that written on your character sheet?
I have an army tab somewhere. I have...
Oh, it's a trash tab. Yep.
20 first levels, 2 second levels, and 1 third.
Where's that written?
All the way over to the right under leadership.
Oh.
You see it? Score 15, 21st, 2 second.
Oh, is that 3rd level supposed to be... Did you collect one of your pre-existing people as a 3rd level or whatever?
No. So I believe Zara is separate.
Oh, she is. Okay. Yeah, because she came from a kingdom roll. Oh, sorry, from a hype train, right?
No, Zara is a cohort.
Oh, that's right. You consumed her. You like absorbed her in as a cohort. She wasn't originally.
She wasn't even. Yeah, she wasn't even a hype train. I just named a general and gave it a name, and then we decided to just make it. So.
Oh, cool.
I think you got a hype train, and then you just chose Zara as the hype train character
maybe.
To get the levels.
Maybe. Could be. But either way, she's a cohort now anyway.
Cool. So for personal guard or whatever, would you who are you, like, how many of these people are you bringing with you on your march to the north? And the reason why it matters is because consumption is for like how much food and shit like that it takes to bring them, and if they're mounted, that doubles, you know. So
yeah, honestly, I'll just bring my 5, which is fine.
Okay. Cool. And again, if you keep it at 1st level, that reduces the creature CR, which reduces the ACR, which makes things cheaper, and blah 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 blah. Let's keep going. So you after that, Nick, Are you issuing any edicts? Are you changing any of the core laws in your nation?
No, I'm not.
So yeah, I don't think you would. So one of the things that you're also going to notice is like your manpower. I don't know if you're aware of this, but like right now your recruitment edict is aggressive. It doesn't have to be. And the reason why I say that is because if you actually say like equals this times and what cell is this? Time is 0.01, I think is how I do this. Yeah, I think hold on, let me just merge these cells to make it easier for us to read.
What are you trying to do?
Oh shit, wrong button. Merge. Okay, so if you actually look at this random number that popped up right here, your manpower is 15. 15 means 15% of your total population. So that means like of your 3,750 people that live in your kingdom, you can have a total number of soldiers, non-elite soldiers, of 562. That is huge with aggressive. If you drop this down to pacifist, you could still it would be obviously too weak for you, right? But if you were just normal, you could still have 375 soldiers, way more than you would ever need.
Without the penalty to econ.
Yeah, and normal recruitment, that's for recruit. It also affects like the DCs for recruiting and all that fun stuff or whatever. So, and you don't have to take the penalty to econ, so it makes sense.
It's also number of armies, to be clear, but that's not important right now either.
Correct. It doesn't matter because you don't have anywhere near that number of armies.
Yeah.
Works for me then.
Cool. So I suggest you bring this down to normal, which you're going to issue that edict, so it's all good to go. Cool. Then we're going to there we go. Perfect. Oh, of course. Then it just got weird. I'll fix this. Copy and paste. Not weird anymore. All right. After that, Nick, let's finish this up because you're pretty close to the end. Income phase. Are you going to withdraw any of your remaining 3 BP to have extra money on your character? I think you were actually already loaded. How much coin you got on you still?
No, I've blown through most of that.
Well, you were hiring, mercenaries, so.
Yeah. I have 800 gold left.
Do you want to withdraw 1 BP to put 2,000 coin in your pocket and increase your unrest by 1?
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to bring your BP from a 3 to a 2. It brings your unrest from a 0 to 1, which you're doing for me right now. Thank you. Yeah. And put 2,000 gold pieces on your character. Clearly, you're making no deposits, and clearly, you're not selling any expensive items for BP. Somebody had rolled in chat if there was going to be an item, and they successfully rolled a potion of invisibility. Did you want to personally buy that for yourself, have your kingdom ship it out, or just leave it there?
We'll leave it there for now. That's a pretty good one.
Okay, cool. And then that's going to be collect taxes.
All right. Tax collection. No. Should I roll luck first?
Yes, absolutely. Yep. Oh. Yeah.
Oh.
Nick, can you do me a favor? Can you just make me happy for a second? Can you just roll a natty 20 on this roll?
I will do my best.
Okay.
That probably just fucked me hard.
Hey, just take Tyler's roll. Actually, no, you talked shit to Tyler last time, I think. Never mind.
It's quite possible. Still don't even know who Tyler is.
I think you hung out with him on a call once. I didn't even see what the roll was.
It's a 13.
Oh, okay. Not bad.
That's a good number. I take it.
I didn't get to see it. It looks like it rolled right past that 1. You get really to watch that. Yeah.
It did.
But, okay, so then it's not just a 17. It's plus 1 more from Steve, as previously stated. So that 17 is actually an 18.
Oh, very nice. So that puts me at 20.
Yep, 20 BP. Again, not a great spot, but not terrible for what you're potentially leaving your kingdom with. Awesome. So, Nick, now it's your event phase. So we know that last month you had your Magister focusing on the efforts or whatever with Lenny. And you had the outcome of finding out what those crystals are able to do. Things that your Magister can do this month, because obviously you're not sending him away to do anything right now, right? So give me 1 second. There's two things I was going to suggest him doing. One of them, seeing if there was anything else that he could do with those crystals, to try to bring you a benefit, or again, leave the crystals there so you can figure out your own. You're a smart PC. What you could do with them in the future, or two, you know that he has the ability to produce for you. Let me pull it up over here. Nick.
Oh, the healing potions, right?
Nick. Yes. Where is he? What's his name? Ryan.
Ryan.
Come on, character sheet. There we go. So he can make it's written over here. Yeah, he can spend 3 weeks making you 12, or 1 week making you 3 potions that heal 2 health points. So he can literally burn his entire time frame working on that for you if you'd like.
Sure, that sounds like a smart decision. So
that is very useful, because with those 12 you can keep all of them for yourself. Do you have on you a masterwork potion belt or no?
No, I do not.
1 second. Masterwork potion belt. Just went over these rules recently with somebody. So the masterwork potion belt, the way it works is it holds 10 potions. So a regular potion belt holds 6 potions, and a masterwork holds 10 potions, and you can draw them as a free action, I believe. Yeah. Sound right, chat, for what it was we were talking about beforehand? A masterwork allows you to draw that potion as a free action.
Yeah, we did it in Inclame.
Yeah, and it's 10 potions in that belt, right, sir?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you. So that allows you to put 10 potions on a potion belt for you and give 1 to each of your friends.
Sounds good.
Right? So there's 10 2 HP healing potions, and you can give 1 to each of you guys. In case you get seriously injured, drink this. Like, oh, thanks. Glug. Thanks. Meanwhile, he's got like a Nerf, like one of those Nerf revolvers. That, you know, like it's like pump action. So he's like, you know. Actually, I'm not gonna keep doing that motion.
You don't want to.
I just sold myself in there. So.
Oh God.
Did you want to do it one more time?
No, I'm good. I've used the shake weight. I'm good.
I didn't quite catch it. No.
Oh jeez.
So from what I understand, you always catch it. So you so you're gonna utilize him for that task.
Yes.
All right. Were there any other big ongoing tasks for you? Oh, the kingdom to the north. Any big endeavors you're gonna do over there? And don't forget, you also had your spy is up and inside the kingdom to the north as well, doing some taskies.
Nothing's gonna change, although they said she's supposed to be coming back.
Yeah, I think they're actually supposed to come back literally this month before you leave and head to the north. And what was it that you had paid to have? And did you roll for that yet?
I don't even remember.
Yeah, I don't think you rolled for it yet. Right?
It's possible.
Let me get that book open. Where is Discord? Kajinksi. Book is complete rulership, alternate rulership, right? Copy, and we're gonna overwrite Cell's Kingdom. I don't care about that. He did roll. Sounds like lies. He rolled for a different one. I don't think he rolled for the one where the hobo is going up there. All right. So which one did you do, Nick? Do you remember? Was it Major Secrets, right? The 2d6 one?
I believe so.
Because you got a huge discount on what it was. So I'm pretty sure what you did was Major Secrets. Did you write this down or no?
I sadly didn't.
Oh, you motherfucker. Yeah, I rely on you to write notes. I say
you're-
you just critically failed and they get hung, and people know that what's coming your way instead.
I just have him re-roll it.
I don't know. I feel like there's like video proof of whether I did or not. I could be wrong.
We can go and find the VOD.
Yeah,
But-
not doing that right now. But major secrets. I think you have to roll for that still.
Did you have
Well-
the BP for it?
I thought I paid for it
Oh,
already.
he paid for it. 100% he paid for it. He definitely did. And I'm pretty sure what he went for was major because he got a huge discount. So I'm pretty sure he went for major and it worked out for him. And he didn't end up paying that much money. So he definitely paid the BP.
I can't see you not making me have rolled for it.
I know, I do like the instant gratification of rolling.
That's fair. Scott, you do make us roll for everything.
I feel like I did, and I think I just passed. I don't think there was no.
I think it was a pass failure pass or something like that. Yeah. So you actually won. Because if it was, because it's one of those things where if all 3 checks are successful, it's a great success and you gain 2 pieces of information for the category below. Or their espionage has doubled its listed effect. You know what I mean? And you didn't critically succeed.
I did not. No, I know that.
Yeah. So I think you failed the loyalty but succeeded the other 2. So I think you're good there. And I'm pretty sure you did major secrets. So reading off major secrets one more time. Obtaining list of armies located in a city. Discover the attitude of a kingdom towards another country. Is discover the characters, classes of target and the kingdom's leaders. Discover the kingdom's target, current economy, loyalty, and stability modifiers, as well as the kingdom-wide corruption, crime, lore, blah, blah, blah. Obtain significant trade secrets, providing your kingdom with a plus 1d4 to economy for 2d4 months. Doubled if you have a treaty or trade route with the target kingdom, which you don't. So plus 1d4 bonus to economy is not that big for you. So I don't think you would have done that one. And I think you actually got to have 2 things. I think you did major, and there was something else you did too. It wasn't sabotage. It wasn't crime spree. Was it foment unrest maybe? Spread rumors. Was it spread rumors?
I think it might have been spread rumors.
Yeah, spread rumors.
I think I was trying to instigate friction between the allies. Isn't that what? That was my thought.
Yeah, I think it's exactly what it was. So, Mistress, reducing loyalty in society by 1 and also decreases the target kingdom's fame or increase its infamy by 1. So I think you wanted to increase its infamy by 1. And also find out a major secret. Okay. Nick, what kind of major secret do you want to go for here? Don't look at the chart. Think to yourself, what kind of major secret are you looking for from, and you're going to, specifically, it was Clan Vok or Clan Wolfmar you're going to? I believe it was Wolfmar.
Yes.
Oh, no, it was Clan Vok, because you were
was
doing
it?
the long way around. Yeah, because remember, you were traveling around, let me put this on screen for everybody. Because I explicitly said that he would travel along out of here and kind of go around like this to get there. And then he would come back through the river.
Right. And I think I was trying to find out information about the leader or the commander of the city and for Vok.
So the general or like the
Or the-
warlord?
The tactician. That's what I was after.
That's right. You wanted to find out about the tactician, and you wanted to sow a little bit of discomfort between each of them by spreading rumors about your own clan. Okay. So this is how it plays out. Word eventually comes back to you that the way that it played out with the hobgoblin that you had set up there, whose name is, Sel, help me out.
Which
The hobgoblin, Steve's.
Steve's hobgoblin?
What the fuck was his name?
Oh god, it's been so long.
Yeah.
Durat or something.
Durat.
Yeah, Durat.
Durat.
That's
Yeah.
what it was.
Thank you. Oh, Jake coming through. Jake, we heard that though. She had quite a lovely voice though. So
Not the news.
yeah.
Look, I'm trying to keep up with the Euros. All right.
All right.
Euro 2020 matches. Okay.
So anyways, the so Darak eventually returns back and brings you several bits of news. First and foremost, learning about the tactician themselves that happen to be there. So the tactician that's there is a tactician that was, while originally born in Clan Vok, they actually left Clan Vok at a relatively young age because of their parentage. Again, born in Clan Vok, one of their family members was Clan Vok. Their parents has since split off to go elsewhere, and they actually went up to the north. And they were born and raised in, of the three clans to the north, one of them happens to be by and far the most warlike because they have to actually deal with the dangers of the plains that exist up there. So these are people that are brilliantly raised as warriors, so on and so forth, because they have to be, because they handle, again, the dangers of the plains in the north. After spending an upbringing, a wealthy upbringing of proper education, so on and so forth, that would rival even that of Paranel commanders, they then decided to, for one reason or another, they decided to suddenly come down here very recently. In the last, say, year or so, they were inspired to come back home to themselves from the northern clan. And in doing so, immediately found themselves home in the smaller town along the river, further south of the river from the capital, where they immediately started sending up to count for against counter sieging and whatnot against them. So as for why it is that this commander happened to come down here, you aren't able to find that out because it'd be either like vital information or whatever it might be, right? But you are able to find out that the commander happens to be there. As for the name of the commander, I will actually allow Joey to name the commander that came from the clan. But they are technically of Clan Vok, because that's where they were born, even if they were raised elsewhere pretty much their entire life, being middle-aged now, and finally just returning from leaving at a young age. Either way, it is said that they have never lost any battle they have ever faced. They themselves are brilliant commanders. Any more information than that would had to have been double effect or vital, which again, I can't give you, but maybe you'd want to do another espionage edict to learn more about them. As for the rumor that you spread for the misinformation causing problems, apparently, I don't know if you guys heard this, but a little bird told me that apparently Clan Vok, even though they're closely tied with Clan Wolfmar and whatnot, knowing that Clan Wolfmar is as affluent as they are, Clan Wolfmar actually predominantly brings its trade to the north, all of its logging and whatnot to the north through Clan Vok. There's actually a small little canal that was dug out between Clan Vok and Clan Wolfmar that allows them to bring their logging to that river and up it with relative ease. The rumor is that because Clan Vok had to assist in that digging out a canal for something that overall more benefits Wolfmar instead of them, they charge them a much higher shipping fee than they do any other clan in the area that goes through there. And we're talking nearly triple. It's actually kind of disgusting that somebody would do that to a friend of theirs. And so that rumor has been spreading like wildfire about Clan Vok being opportunists to have money. And considering that you later on received a rather large gift from Clan Vok, something would kind of suggest that maybe that rumor was the perfect one, because they seem to have a lot of money at their disposal, wherever that might be coming from, right? Anyways, those are the bits of information that you have that you can start working with. And it's Joey 100% up to you. Male, female, non-binary, whatever you want it to be. I don't care. All right, Nick, back to you. That was your event coming from them. That was your event for your other advisor. This is a relatively quiet month, I think, because you got a nasty month last time. Mm-hmm. Was there anything else you wanted to send your people to do?
I do want to.
Go ahead.
I need to commission ceremonial robes and nobles outfit.
That's fine.
So,
you just pay money and that's made for you.
Yeah, but I was saying if there's anything I can do to get like some kind of like special or fancy material from Eldamar, if that's an option.
That's funny because I was actually going to suggest having Tonscreet go in there and look for maybe the next area that would be of interest for you guys to claim for your lands. Though I know you might not be going any more into the forest for a little bit.
Well, actually, if Tonscreet goes in and looks for the Whitewood, we could probably do something.
Where was the Whitewood again? I think I marked it, didn't I?
No, but you gave, not on my map at least, but you gave me a +7 for Tonscreet to find it.
Yeah, maybe just keep in mind we're heading into winter. The Fae are a bit more
Aggressive. Nick, you want to write down those details that Joey just provided for you? A male quark, named Isamu. And yeah, they're a bit more aggressive, but you could potentially go in there and grab some of the whitewood. Nick, that whitewood, do you want to go in there and grab some for the sake of construction of something? Not what you were suggesting, or for the sake of a gift to bring to the north?
Yeah, a gift to the north would probably be best.
So you want to go back in there and maybe have one of the trees cut down?
Yes.
Okay. So you're going to have Tonscreet go ahead and roll. You said he has a +7 to this roll. It's a sorry, because of how of a maze they are. It's not challenging. Sorry. It is a hard check, but they have a +7. So 6 + 7 is a 13 against a DC 20. So you just have to roll a 7 or higher. I'm gonna make an advisor task button. Will you choose the difficulty and then? Good.
Wait, +13. Yeah, okay.
Yep.
There we go. Boom. Luck. Yeah.
Yep. Boom.
Right.
And it was last luck, actually. Xylamos just gave it to you about 17 minutes ago in the middle of your kingdom rolls. So beautiful. You were able to succeed that check. He's able to find the white wood and cut it down, but not without incident. In attacking the tree and cutting it down, unfortunately, your force was counterattacked, and it's not without casualty, of course, but this is a normal thing. It's part of living life at the edge of Eldamar. But he was able to successfully chop down the trees and have it transported out of there. That tree is something of a beauty. You want to try to discover what it is. Because he was able to pull it down, write down a note for yourself. Eric Hoof can look into what this tree is next time. But how much of this tree do you want to bring to the north with you? A fourth of the tree, half the tree, 3/4 of it, or the whole tree? How much do you want to bring to the north with you as a gift? There are 3 clans up there, mind you.
I would want to consult Eric Hoof on whether or not or what he needs to study and or transplant.
Eric would, without being able to investigate into it, he'd be like, I don't know. It's a rather unique tree, obviously. I'm not sure what we should do in this matter. It's we'll have to discover with time, I guess. I would suggest sending as little as possible so we have more to work with, but at the same time, you know how the North is. They would be grossly jealous if one got a gift that the others did not.
Okay, I will take half to the north.
I have to divide 0.5 by 3. Have fun with those repetens.
Oh no, what are the 3 clans to the north?
What?
What are the 3 clans to the north, right?
Oh, yeah, you bring half to the 3 clans to the north, yeah.
No. So isn't clan, the fuck are they called? Why do I always forget their name?
Vok?
No. The ones that fucked with us originally.
Wolfmar?
No.
Oh, Zinquin.
Zinquin, they're one of the northern clans, right?
No, they're like they're central, yeah.
Okay. I was gonna specifically snub them, but
Think about that. I should have probably 3 BP worth of stuff, shouldn't I have? One for
You
each
just
clan.
assume that the 8,000 gold was splitting gifts.
Yeah, I mean that's plenty for gifts, I think.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be directly a BP for each of them.
I'll still
But
bring
you
it.
can totally
I don't-
bring one more cell if you want to keep it even like that. What's up?
I'll actually save it, and I don't care about pissing off a clan. I'll mostly pander to whichever clan seems like they'll be the most helpful.
Oh, so while you're up there and you're kind of like getting a read of the clans, you're just going to give half of it to one clan and then the other two can fuck off?
Yeah, but I'm going to try to create almost like a bidding war. That's going to be my thought.
Okay, cool. So you're going to hold on to that. And then because there's really no other big events for you, Nick, of what's going on now, because you got that awesome one from Steve before. There's really no other big events that are going to happen for you right now. You got a name that you can look into while you're up north. Good news. And if you're going through that central area with the lake, you're going to be traveling through the clan where that person grew up. So again, good news. Anyways, I think for your events, you're pretty much over. The last thing I want you to go ahead and decide is, do you want to do an event where you're searching for aid at all? Or are you good with finding something more organically? Like trying to find the royal enforcer amongst your people.
I think we're going to ride it out organically for now.
Yep.
If I'm going to try to find anybody, up north is probably a good place to go.
Okay.
So yeah, you know me. I like things to just kind of happen and capitalize. So that sounds good.
Okay, cool. Awesome. I think that pretty much concludes for you. This is just your random event roll. So
Yes.
for you, it is a 25% chance, so you kind of want something to happen, so it's less likely next time. Before, I assume Steve, because he's going to have to, his break is going to end soon. Want to have Steve roll?
Yeah, Steve, D100, highest for the event.
Highest for the event. Okay. So 76 to 100, Steve. Roll it for me. Please, Steve. Nope. It's the opposite. Now you're most likely going to get one next time. All right. And that concludes this. There's technically one more literal kingdom roll. It's just Jake's left before no more for a while. A good amount of RP for a good bit there. So, which is pretty good news. What session was this?
19.
19.
Yeah, so probably session. I say a little bit, but probably session 2 of next season. We'll get it done. So next session is session 20. That's why you guys are asking. So you could so you can get a level up.
Level up. Right before you go up north, you know?
Gotcha.
At level 7.
So we got to finish all of our stuff down here, including Jake's Kingdom roll next session, and then head up north. All right.
And over level 7, I'll get leadership feats.
Is that you guys are level 7?
Yeah, I mean, Jake at leadership level 7.
It's an important level. It's probably the most important level, level 7. For me and Cell anyway.
When is
9's
it that
pretty cool.
you get huge boons for the leadership feat? Is that when your kingdom is what size? I'm trying to find that. Because Nick, this is huge for you. Because you're actually, I didn't realize that your clan was almost as big as Cell's. You just had a broken character sheet, which
Bigger,
is why I'm treating
actually.
Nix is the biggest, and
He's a
mine
17
and
out
Cells
of
are the same.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm at
About
16.
He's
I think
17.
Nick's at 16.
Oh, he should be at...
Oh, his jungle didn't
Yeah,
go
he's
up
at
to 3.
17.
There we go. Now it's a 17. Yeah. All right. Where is your...
To be clear, Tyler, please don't come to Kajinxi. We don't exist yet in your timeline. Or we do, just like way bigger, or we just don't exist at all. We're either destroyed, or like actually really good. We're in the past.
So it's when your kingdom size is 26 or larger, you actually get a second attribute that you affect. So like Nick, Narin has a +6 to loyalty, and then because of a feat, a +2 to stability. That +6 gets to apply to a second attribute when your kingdom size is 26.
Wow.
Yeah, and then if you have the leadership feat, which do you have the leadership feat?
Yeah, I have, for all intents and purposes, yes.
Do you mean
Aids the
natural
camp.
ruler?
No, aids the camp counts as leadership feat.
But I don't think it actually is the leadership feat for the sake of kingdom rules, though.
I believe it is.
Let's look that up real quick while we're still going. So Pathfinder, what's it called?
Aid de camp.
Your class, what's it called?
Daring general.
Daring.
Oh no!
General.
Please, Tyler, no more time traveling, please.
Yeah, you know, I've
Thanks.
experienced that time traveling too. It was confusing.
You gain a modified version of the leadership feat. even if he doesn't meet the requisites. All the followers of So that means you technically have the leadership feat. And if I remember correctly, that means you're technically supposed to have, if you have the leadership feat, the bonus from this feat applies to all kingdom attributes, da, 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 da. So I think if you have the leadership feat, you actually technically are supposed to have a +1 to your, what you offer a bonus to. So your loyalty is actually supposed to be 1 higher, Nick.
If you have the leadership feat, the bonus from the feat applies to all kingdom attributes effect, meaning his bonus. Does that mean
Hold on, one second, Sal. I'll answer this question 1 second. So we're gonna do leadership and then feat. So if you have the leadership feat, this increases by 1. That's all it is.
Oh, that feels.
It's all it is, because the leadership feat gives you everything the leadership feat does, but it also increases your thing by 1. So Nick, do you ever? You also have the, what's that other feat? The natural ruler, or
correct,
whatever that's called.
Just double check that. Yep, natural ruler.
Okay. So that being said, you have 2 feats and a +1. So your loyalty modifier is actually supposed to be a 7 for you. So that being said, that +7 goes to multiple things starting next, I actually, just because you haven't been remathed in a bit, let's do that super fast. For ruler, you get it. What applies the bonus to ruler? Is it knowledge warlords? Like what provides it?
Knowledge warlords.
Yeah, knowledge warlord.
Okay, so Kushibashi, looking at Narin specifically. Oh, that's Nabu. Narin, I meant. Okay.
It only matters.
Narin gets his charisma modifier, which is 3, +2 for a feat that he has, so that makes it a 5, +1 for his other feat that he just got, that we just applied, makes it a 6, plus his knowledge warlords is a flat 5, so that's a 7. So when you go to level 7, in theory, oh my god, why haven't you been putting ranks in knowledge warlords, dude?
Well,
I don't know.
You can't just auto dump a bunch of points into something when you gain a level. So you could have gotten that bonus to 1 higher, but you can't just flat dump a bunch in there. But you can dump a couple of them in there when you gain a level next. So currently you have 2 ranks in knowledge warlords. You can increase that to, like, say from 2 to say like 4 or 5, even 5 ranks total, because of how much you're doing it. You know what I mean? This upcoming level up. But
Sure.
and then the next level up, you can get it to the 7. That'll give you the additional aid. All right. Anyways, I think that covers everything. Guys, anything else you want to say before we go? Cell, you streaming anytime soon?
Yeah, might do a little early tomorrow because I gotta wake up for Inclame at 7 a.m. So definitely come on Inclame. And I might stream tomorrow at like 7 p.m. Real early for me.
Jake?
Yeah, well, Cell's already shielding for me, so I'll just thank Steve for the Fortune's Favor, and everyone else for the support. 2 commanders for me. I've made out well this session. Thank you guys.
Yeah, we have to give you sheets so you can design those pretty basic, a level 3 and a level 1 commander. You know what I mean? Obviously, they're not going to be all tricked out with crazy feats and shit like that. You know, everybody's got profession, soldier, focus, and all that shit. But anyways, so fuck, what else was I gonna say to you, Nick? Anything you wanted to say?
Thanks for the 2 Fortune's Favors today. Really appreciate it.
Even Winifred's Wisdoms, but yeah.
Yes, Winifred's Wisdom. Sorry,
Cool.
it's late.
Yeah, I get
y'all know my roles.
Yeah. So at my company, there's like this alternative thing that they've started recently. I don't fully understand what it is because the paperwork around it's super fucking slim. But like, this is an optional thing. You can join on to this if you want. I'm like, what are the details? Well, you can do the orientation for it before you choose to sign on. I'm like, does that mean I have to do another conference call? Yes. How long is it? It should be almost 2 hours. When is it? The same day as all of your other conference calls. So I'm like, so my conference call tomorrow is supposed to be 7 hours long, but I signed on for an optional 2-hour one that starts right when the other 7-hour one ends. So I could see whether or not to join on to this optional thing at work, because if it's an opportunity to alleviate stress in other areas, I'm like, fuck, let me see if there's something I can do. So I'm effectively working 2 hours for free tomorrow. So, it's an optional conference call.
I guess last note, guys, give love to Steve and Vant Sexel because for their podcast, it's gonna be ending soon. But give them some love for it.
Yeah. How many more sessions are they gonna do? How many more sessions?
I don't
One,
think they said.
2. I don't know.
They said they're
two?
gonna do a couple more.
So who's gonna take over as the next Arathian spoilercast crew? Does anybody know? No?
I don't
Jake,
know.
Whoever
I don't
wants
know.
to.
Jake, you're gonna host it? Oh, cool.
Yeah, I have the time.
All right. Well, it's
I just started listening to that podcast. It's terrible. You guys are just like an anime I found that I enjoyed and realized it's a season and a half and then it never goes anywhere.
yeah. I won't lie. I thoroughly enjoy it. Like I listen to it like while I'm doing dishes and shit
So
like
do
that.
I.
Yeah. It's like
I just
fun.
they just go at me. I sometimes I feel attacked. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I know. So you kind of are just like the
Like
whipping
on
boy.
this listen, I was like, I didn't even do anything.
You do it all. You do it all to yourself. Let's be real.
All right. Good night, everybody. I don't think I'm streaming tomorrow, but I might. So stay tuned. Mwahaha. Bye. Oh, I'm gonna find somebody to raid, so don't go anywhere yet.